Hello! Welcome back to my channel. I certainly did not expect to be doing a mukbang so soon again, but hey, life happens, so we're gonna have to move. It's about greed. When isn't it about greed? All of the apartments in the surrounding town are being drastically reduced. Our people do not want to lower the rent to a reasonable rate. Rent has been increased by 11% over how many years? Over 2 years. We pay the rent on time every single month, have a solid record, 0 complaints. So, we're a good tenant, you know? There's nothing more that we can do on our end, and this is how it works. This is how the universe does it in our universe. So I decided to break my SOS for today. Have some chips. Made my Mexican casserole here. Some kale salad. And some vino. Well, I'm glad the waiting's over. You know, I'm glad that we know that they're not going to, you know, do anything about it. I'm not excited about moving during a pandemic, but again, this is how the universe does it. I have no control over that. No control over this. Hell, it's probably not even my story that's playing out. It's theirs. Sometimes I feel like I'm just, not just, but sometimes I feel like I'm an extra in a movie. When stuff like this happens, it's just like, this isn't even about me. I think that's the only way, that's how I survive, is just, this is not personal. How you guys doing? Any of you have to move? I mean, we knew this was coming. We didn't know the pandemic was, but we knew that we would be moving. I think I said that in another mukbang. Wow. Still got my tan line. That's hard. It's like a month ago. It seems like years ago. What is it? It's midweek that I'm doing a mukbang, huh? Well, I can tell you what's happened since, what, a few days ago? Working out. I'm up to 1 mile in 25 minutes. I'm going to maintain that this week, because how it's gone is 15 minutes was the first week, and it was really a struggle. And then the second week it was 20 minutes, and this week it's 25. And pushing it, see how much distance I can go. You know what? I get bored. I get, like, bored just walking there. I don't have my music. I kind of just wait until music starts playing in my head. And it usually does. I'm chewing a little bit fiercer. I'm chewing a little bit more.
Hello. For 12 months. I think it might, yes. Yes, I do.
Tell her we don't want to be in the building that has the fire alarm going off. Hey, this just happened. This is breaking news. They just reduced our rent by 9%. I packed up all my horror movie dudes. I was like, fuck this, I'm leaving. That's it, man. That's it. I'm packing. I'm out of here. I started packing. I missed them. They're in a box over here. That just happened. Did you guys do that? It's much appreciated. Much love. Oh, how do you do that? There we go. Mine looks like a real heart. Much love. Oh. You know what? That little bit of panic. We worked that bitch.
Yeah, we did.
We were in the zone to move.
Yeah.
We were like, this is going to be the simplest fucking move ever, pandemic or not. We've got this. And that's what I learned from that, I think. Bigly. Push comes to shove, we're just not being shoved anymore.
Yeah. Shove back.
Push back. And they want to do 12-month?
12 months.
That's fine. Yeah. That'll be good.
Yeah.
All right.
I mean, we could still save money by moving, but... No, it's comfortable.
I mean, that's not supposed to happen.
It's comfortable.
I don't feel that. I don't feel making the situation harder for us is where we're going. Well, I was ready for harder. We've been through a lot. I've never really talked about it here. But we went through a lot with our living situation. We've always been in houses. Always owned houses. When 2008 hit, we got these predatory loans. You know, these balloon payment things that can never be paid off. And we were in quite a situation where we had a house in Connecticut that we had for sale. And we were looking for this new house, and we had to actually pay for this house. There was no... We were paying for 2 houses at one point for like 3 months. And financially, that was killing us. And the thing is that they knew that we were in a desperate situation. You know, so it was very easy to agree to stuff. But it came to bite us in the ass, and we had to file for bankruptcy. Twice. The first time...
Bullshit.
What?
No,
bullshit over bullshit?
I said Bush era.
Yeah, but yeah.
Bullshit.
The Bush, yeah. You know, just Google it, 2008 housing market. We were in that. And we thought with the first bankruptcy we were going to be able to, you know, kind of, what's the word we keep using? Flatten the curve. But it just didn't happen. You know, it was still a huge financial burden, and we wound up having to go bankrupt one more time to get out of that situation completely. There was no way to get rid of the predatory loans. There was just no option to do that, except to fully foreclose on the house and everything else. And it was just a point in our lives that pushed us to the brink, to the abyss, and the most humbling time in our history. Most humbling time ever. And it was the only way for us to open up and see the universe, to get that we have zero control over this stuff. We have only how we respond to it. And I think we fought that because how we had gotten into the situation was thinking, I guess, that we were special. And that if you do the right thing, if you pay your mortgage on time and you do this and you do that and you do the right thing, and if you make sure the credit card bills are paid, even if you're borrowing from another credit card to do it, that is more important, that paying it was more important. And in the meantime, we were sacrificing our own basic needs, whether it be food, entertainment, anything that would give us a little bit of life and feel normal. We were giving that up so that we could pay for mortgage and pay for the bills and things like that. And that was just, it was hell. It was absolute hell. So, okay, so we got to move out of an apartment to another apartment. Well, we have a roof over our heads still. We can still do this. But we still have a job. We can do this. I mean, it just puts things into perspective when you lose all of it. Just lost all of it. I think the worst part about going bankrupt is just how the system responds. Because regardless of how responsible we were getting punished for being responsible. It was bizarre. It was a bizarre situation through and through. Like, it would have been better if we were negligent. It would have been better if we were delinquent sooner or something. I don't know. It made no sense. And I remember trying to maintain my composure in front of the judge who was disrespecting my wife, talking down to her. And I'm with her every day. We were struggling, emotionally struggling through this, and to have someone be so dismissive to her efforts, which were beyond human, it seemed. It just seemed like superhuman, trying to fix the situation and do the right thing. To hear a judge be so just flippant and disrespectful, it was just maddening. But you just had, when that situation occurred, I had to swallow it. You just have to. You have to. Because that's the survival. It says you pick and choose your battles. Fighting a judge and responding irritated to the attorneys is not in my best interest. And none of it, I don't know. It was a nightmare. So if you guys have situations like that, it's going to be okay. It's not going to be the worst of it. It's not going to be the worst of it. Because the universe will, throw you again if you start trying. And that's what I learned, is I just stopped trying. It doesn't mean stop trying as in you give up. It just means stop trying to alter your life so much. Like trying to alter things that are just beyond your control. That's what I learned. Wow. Wow. This is amazing. I'm so grateful right now. So fucking happy. I feel like we got some justice. Yeah. A little bit of justice because of that insane increase in rent that year. Last year? Or the year? It was last year.
Yes.
It was just last year. I was like, how can you possibly justify raising the rent this high? Greed. So, So that means this is going to be my set still. Actually, maybe I won't. I got a whole year. I can probably make a new space if I want. I just need to make sure that it's easily boxed up. Anyway, I'm feeling fantastic. As I was saying, I'm exercising. I got my weights here. I'm just going to keep moving. I've been watching, the person who I follow is Sanjay Gupta. And the mindset that I follow is Chris Cuomo. I believe what he's saying, and I know what he's talking about. That this virus It's more than just the virus. This is about moving. Oh, it's about moving when you don't feel like it, you know? And I'm up for the challenge. Moving when you don't feel like it. So maybe, you know, I watched, you know, I was getting on my wife. I was like, why aren't you using the treadmill at all, you know, or whatever? Well, that's because I don't see that she's over there, like, lifting jars in the kitchen and doing lunges. I had no idea she was doing that stuff. I can't see her when she's on the other side here. But she's been exercising also, and she does planks and stuff. So it's kind of like that. I mean, you do whatever speaks to you, but keep moving, because once the virus takes hold, it wants you to sleep. It wants you to lay down so that it can enter your lungs. That's the goal of the virus. So for us, it's like when I'm on the treadmill and I say, okay, well, I did a 25-minute mile, I can establish a baseline now. So if I should get the virus, I know, well, okay, my baseline is a 25-minute mile and working back up to that. I don't know. I'll put the video down. I'll put the video down that I watched with Chris Cuomo. And we'll go from there. I'm so happy. I'm all over the place. I'm a bit scatterbrained. I don't even know how I'm doing this mukbang. Hey. I'm grateful. That stimulus check comes, I'm going to buy like $1,000 worth of ganja. I'm going to roll up to the dispensary, gangsta style. And I'm going to be like, drop me 4 ounces. How much shatter? I mean, we're not smoking right now, obviously. I told you about that. Don't be doing dabs. If you can prevent anything that gives you that false, like, because you know a dab, how it seizes your lungs and you feel like you're going to die. And it's kind of your body saying, wow, this probably isn't the best thing to be doing, but you do it anyway. Just kind of like your first cigarette. If you can get flour, make some edibles. Believe me, it's a long lift. It's different. It might even help you sleep. It does for me at any rate. I don't know. It's nice. Sticking to the plan, man. What a roller coaster. You know what I've been doing? The same damn thing that I've been doing. We've been making this quarantine our bitch. I'm playing APB. Real bad, just for you. It's just what I do on the daily. But I'm playing APB. I don't know what that game just gives me such a freaking rush, as you might be able to tell. I'm still eating my kale. It's not viral. It's not temporary. This is an everyday coat of armor. My endothelial cells to close up and say, what the hell are you eating? The kale is battling with the oil right now. The kale is fighting the oil. And the oil's fighting the kale. And I'm watching while drinking vino. How you feeling? Did you wake up without Corona today? Yeah. Each day. Take it day to day. And if you did wake up with Corona, I'm sorry. I am sorry. But I'm going to put a link below. It might help. It's what I would do if I got it. With what Chris Cuomo was saying. Yo. This is what happens when an SOS vegan has a tortilla chip with oil in it. There's nothing nutritional in this. There's nothing nutritional in this. This is video gaming food. I'm going to play some WoW and having a nice, yummy edible and kicking back and probably playing some more outrageous APB. Be grateful. What the fuck are you coughing about?
Nothing.
Until next time. Which hopefully there will be no drama immediately. What the hell? I can't be doing mukbangs on the daily. What the hell? Even if I do have these tan lines.